Heartfelt.
I remember we were outdoor
Yes.
and we were shooting with Reverend Pitson.
Yes.
Such a humble guy. I remember the sun was out, then the next minute it's raining. And then we were just hurrying up to take our gears out of the rain, put them in the shade. And then the amazing things that he was helping us to take the gears out of the rain.
Yes.
So that was really good. And
What do you remember about that episode?
Your makeup was gone. Oh my. We were in a field where you could not run.
Yes.
And I remember you wiping your makeup. Then you asking me, "Will you going to manage to shoot this one?" But we managed. And I remember Pitson, a very humble guy, with his counter suit.
Yes.
He was trying to cover our equipment. He kept saying, "Do you know what? These equipments are very expensive. We need to cover them."
Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Women, Words, and Wisdom Global. I'm your host, Imani Mwaura. Now, today's episode, let me just say, is special. We are 10. Yes, this is our episode number 10. And what a ride it has been. And so we made this episode extra special. Our guests have been special, but we said, let's have the crew that has been putting this together for all of us, and let's just look back and see what a journey this has been. So today I'm joined by those people you have never seen, but have been in each and every episode that we have brought to you. Wherever you are, just put your hands together for Nesh and John. I've put my hands together for you guys. Karibuni sana. How does it feel to be on this side?
It's feel weird and
Ati
strange.
weird?
And strange. We have used to be behind the cameras, but we are finally here, and we are so grateful. Thank you for having us.
Great. Karibu sana, John.
Asante.
yes, thank you for having us on the other side of the camera.
Yes.
It's nice to see how you feel on this side.
You see how I feel good?
Yeah.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are at episode number 10, and you guys have been there from the beginning.
Yes.
Yes.
So even before episode 1, we actually had another episode. You remember the kickoff?
Yes.
So before episode 1, there was a kickoff.
Sure.
So for this episode, I just want us to look back and tell our viewers that they get the final product. But there's a lot that goes behind the scene
Yes, yes.
before that product is there.
Sure.
Episode 1, actually, that episode that does not have a number
0.
was 8 minutes long. But Nesh, Ebu tell them how long it took to record an 8-minute episode.
Yes, I remember very well. Like we took 10 shots.
Oh my, no, it wasn't that
10.
many.
It was 10. It was 10. Because you were kind of nervous.
Yeah.
You didn't know how to do it. But even after 10 shots, we managed. And I was trying to force you to do another episode. You said, no, for today, let us do this one.
But for real, guys, now you see the pressure that's on this side.
Yeah.
So there were not really 10 episodes, but yeah, there were several takes that we had to do.
Yes.
But how was it for you guys even to put it together? Was it hard work? Did I have it all together?
Yeah. I think in paperwork it was easy.
Okay.
Ilikuwa rahisi sana. But the actual day doing it,
Yeah.
it was a hectic pressure. You didn't know the expectation also from your side.
Yeah.
Cameras, setup and everything. Your colors. I think it was good. It was good, but the actual day, that's where the problem was.
Yeah.
Even our guest, you as a guest, you are kind of not that well. I think you are prepared,
Yeah.
but the tension and the nerves, you felt nervous,
Yeah.
and that's what kept me asking myself, oh yeah, how you going to, what will be the output of this kickoff video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember that particular episode because it was me sharing my heart of why women, words, and wisdom. And because we had scripted it, I was very categorical that we share the message as it is. Of course, I had internalized it, but I was worried not to make any mistake. But now I've come to know that, hey, we can make mistakes and move on.
Sure. Yeah,
The
of course.
person on the other side does not know. But yeah. However, let me tell the story. I don't think I've ever told the story of why Women, Words, and Wisdom Global. But maybe let me take this opportunity to share with our viewers. So, 2020, COVID happened. And so I remember very well in March, everything shut down. And we started working from home. Going to the supermarket was like you dread being out there. Everything really shut down. And my birthday is in May. We actually launched on my birthday. And I remember sitting home alone and thinking, my birthday is coming. What am I going to do? I can't have coffee or good times with friends. So I decided, you know what? We have embraced the virtual space. So I'm going to have Zoom meeting with my friends. Everybody BYOB, bring your own bottle from wherever you are, whether you're taking coffee, soft drink, or whatever you're taking, and let's just have a good time. And kudos to my friends who showed up on my birthday in 2020. And we had a good time from wherever people were. And at the end of it, I was very categorical not to indulge in people's spaces, time with family. So it was exactly 1 hour. And that 1 hour felt like, oh my goodness, where did the time go? And so the ladies were like, let's keep the conversations going. So we kept on the conversations, and every 25th of the month since May 2020, we had a Zoom meeting for exactly 1 hour. And I want to appreciate my team that really, really supported me. Big shout out to my sister, Maggie, who was part of the team. My childhood BFF, Shiko, thank you for being there. My dear friend, Flora Kidula, who was behind even the posters we were doing, and not forgetting my diva girlfriend, Irene Meta. Shout out to all of you who made every conversation on the 25th an incredible conversation. But as it is, time went, and we took a break. We took a break from the monthly meetings. And I kid you not, that break is what resulted to the podcast. But don't be fooled that it was after 1 month. It was after about 2.5 years. Here is the moral of the story. Don't take a very long break, because this would have come years ago. But here we are. So that's the story. That when we took the break, I was very, very sure that I want to reinvent and come back in a new way. And this is how the podcast came. So I met these wonderful young guys, and and we came to this. So we've told you about how the kickoff was. So let's go to episode 1. John, do you remember what episode 1 was?
Episode 1 was full of tension.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember it took us forever to shoot just at the intro.
The
part.
intro.
Yeah,
Yes.
so many takes.
Yeah.
Here and there. Then some glitches with the mic. It was whole drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually we were able to shoot, and thank God it's out there and people can watch it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's blessing people. I'm sure some of you now are going back to episode 1 and looking at the finished product. But truth be told, there was a lot that went into it. But I also remember it was the episode I did with my BFF, Agi Kahero. Shout out to you in your fabulous 50. And you really reminded us about being self-aware. I think one of the key things that I remember is that mirror. I keep on asking for that mirror. If you don't understand what the mirror is all about, this is the best time. Pause this one. Go back to episode 1 and get to know about the internal mirror that we need even to be self-aware. Then episode 2 happens. Nesh.
Yes, episode 2 it was a good one.
Yeah.
I
We
wanted
were improving.
We were improving. I wanted to bring the aspect of an outdoor, peaceful environment, and just be able to shoot it well.
Yeah.
Kinda just tension, but the tension that time was decreasing as we
Yeah.
continue. So there was a great improvement when we were. Is it was Wahome?
Yes, Wairimo.
Wairimo Wahome, where we were talking about you and your emotions.
Yes.
How do you navigate through our emotion? How do we control our emotion? For me, I felt it was a tick for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the episode I made a confession.
Yeah, sure, I remember.
Yes, please. Should I tell them what my confession was? Ama, they need to go and watch.
They need to go back.
Yeah, so anybody who has watched episode 2 knows what my confession was. And Wairimo really helped me. Statement that I got from that episode is to say, my emotions are valid, but they don't necessarily define me. Thank you, Wairimo, so much for helping me on that. And then episode 3, now this one, the story behind episode 3. Episode 3 is the episode we had the first male guest
Yes.
the show.
Yes.
John, do you want to say what happened?
I remember we were outdoor
Yes.
and we were shooting with Reverend Pitson.
Yes.
Such a humble guy. I remember the sun was out, then the next minute it's raining. And then we were just hurrying up to take our gears out of the rain, put them in the shade. And then the amazing things that he was helping us to take the gears out of the rain.
Yes.
So that was really good. And I think the episode was men and mental health. I really got to know more about that topic, and I really understood more about how us men can have a good mental state, even as we live with our families and even in the society. It was a good one.
Yeah, actually, I remember at some point you guys now were deep into listening.
Yeah.
That I was like, are these guys recording really? Because I could see you really, really engaged there. Nesh, what do you remember about that episode?
Your makeup was gone. Oh my. We were in a field where you could not run.
Yes.
And I remember you wiping your makeup. Then you asking me, will you going to manage to shoot this one? But we managed. And I remember Pitson, a very humble guy, with his counter suit.
Yes.
He was trying to cover our equipment. He kept saying, do you know what? These equipments are very expensive. We need to cover them. And so I felt it was one of the best episodes ever, being the first, him being the first guest when he was talking about the narrative of men, when men do normally struggle inside and we pretend that we are doing okay. For us, that one, if you need to hear more of that, go back to that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell very well what that episode meant to them. But on a personal note, as John mentioned, we were out in the field and just the rain poured. Like 1 minute, and we had just started the intro part.
Yes.
We were barely 10 minutes into the conversation. Now, let me make another confession. I was the only female there. So when Nesh said my makeup was gone, he hasn't even said that my clothes were wet.
Oh, yeah.
I had to go to the bathroom. Thank God for the location where we were. Had a very nice bathroom. I had to go and blow myself to dry up, even as they did a second setup indoors for us to be able to do
Yeah.
that. So this is just to tell our viewers that yes, the end result, the end product is beautiful, but we want to bring you behind the scenes of the journey that it
Yeah.
took us to bring those episodes.
Maybe what I can remember, my
Yeah.
take home that day was about accountability. That every man need a mentor.
Yes.
You need 3 people.
Yes.
You need 3 people. Accountability.
Yeah.
A man where that you can have a conversation where you can pour yourself as a man. Yeah. I think that one, it was a big one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm tempted to throw you guys and say that you will be the hosts of the next episode. Maybe we need to switch. I go over there and you start that conversation. Yeah. So next month in November, it's actually, we're dedicating it to men and just getting deeper into these conversations of men. So if this is intriguing, maybe you need to go back and listen to episode 3 and the nuggets of wisdom on men and mental health that we had there. Maybe real quickly, I want us to touch on 2 more episodes and then we can go to something else. And episode 4. Maybe episode 4 is where I'll actually confess it was the first episode that we recorded. You remember that? In terms of the sequencing,
Yeah.
episode 4 on parenting with my girl Nashami was the first episode, and just to say that sometimes things happen and we have to rearrange how things come along. That being the first episode with its pressure. Nesh, there's something you made me do on that episode that made you say on the second episode you can have your gadgets.
Yes. Yes, I tried. I normally do her scripts, and I was trying to give an opportunity to run the show without her gadget, but man, it was not possible. Ilifika place nikamwambia, now you need to have your gadgets for us to continue.
Yeah.
And I felt your guest was high than you.
Yeah.
So after that, I told John, nah, we need to give her a gadget so that she can flow well
Yeah.
according to the script.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good one.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Yeah. So you've made our people know that, yes, this team here helps me with scripting. And the main purpose is to also ensure that our conversations are really targeted and there's that wisdom and message that we want to bring out there. So yes, now you know it. I have this gadget because John and Nesh have put a script together so that I don't go to the other side. But this has really, really helped. John, is there anything that you remember about that episode?
Apart from having a small problem with our lens,
Yeah.
we didn't tell you, but
There was a problem with the lens. I didn't know.
of course our editor did that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the episode was good. Was good, especially let me say in the side of this the guest. I shared so much information. Yeah, and I think if you would consider bringing her again, I think she has
part
more
two.
to share. Yeah.
Nashami, umesikia? The crew is asking you back. Actually, maybe I can say that this was the conversation on parenting, and my friend Nashami wrote a book called Dear Parent, and she actually has a podcast called Dear Parent. So make sure you also check her out. Very, very solid lady who speaks about parenting and especially teenagers, because that's an area she has really, really looked into. Episode 5 had something special about it. Nesh.
This one, the ghost story,
Yes.
father's love. I think you cried that day. It is one of the
Yeah.
emotional episodes that I ever seen, even when I was doing scripts, just a
Yes.
guiding script. It is an emotional one. The way we could see. Sometimes you say women love more, but that episode, man, it was a good one. That ghost story keep us as men moving, being responsible as men. I think for me, for that ghost story, man, you need to go back
Yeah.
for that ghost story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to pause the camera because the the emotion, the atmosphere change. And I felt it was a good one.
Yeah.
It was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the memories are coming back, and it was a raw conversation. John, what do you remember about that conversation?
The episode was a touching one. The story really touched me. Even I saw I was behind the cameras. The story was so touching to hear the story of Dagos, and also on my side I was
Crying.
not really. Okay, I was almost. Yeah,
You're
especially.
almost.
Yeah, I'm that guy who is very very emotional. Especially when I see other people crying, I tend to cry also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the time that I saw your tears coming out, and then Nesh passed you, there's
Yeah,
some-
where did the serviettes come from? When you guys
Nesh-
were ready to see me cry on that day, because really within a few seconds,
I think the
he's the one who
serviettes
prepares the
were there.
script. So you know.
Yeah, I knew it. The way I felt it, I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good one. The pure love, the fatherly love. I think people should go back and watch that ghost story.
Yeah.
It's emotional one, but a good one. Yeah, it shows that persistency, resilience. We need to go back and watch that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I mean, we can walk through the journey of all episodes, but allow me to pause at episode 5. But remember, this is episode 10. So there are all these other episodes. So catch up with us if you have missed any of the episodes. Just catch up with us, visit our, our channel and see what all the other episodes have been all about. Let me change gear a little bit and hear from you guys. So what have been the challenges and the lessons learned in this journey? Really starting a podcast from where you sit as the production team and everything. What would you say are challenges on your side?
I think Johnny will start.
Okay, that was a good one. I think the challenge on our side, okay, on how we what I've seen as a challenge is that okay, people have information that we should share on screen, but then getting them is kind of hard. Yeah, especially when you have a certain topic that you know people will resonate with it, but then
Yeah.
you don't have that person. Yeah, like a person who will give the story out very well, a person who will be available at your schedule. Yeah, I think that is one of the challenge. And then the other challenge, I think it's the commitment with now the people who are you are hosting. Yeah, because people have their own schedule, so you have to fit on their own schedule because you're the one who is in need.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but so far so good. Yeah. Let me stop at there.
Yeah, I think for me, I think it is technical issue.
Yeah.
Today cameras are working well, but on set
Yeah.
manze zinakataa kufanya kazi.
Yeah.
And also is tight schedule, very tight. Sometimes we are working at night to make sure everything is ready. Imani, she's very busy. To get her, she can promise you to give. I'll give profile for our guest then. But we understand maybe challenges, schedule, tight schedules, how to prepare our guests as well. Then also John would have said that people have stories, but how to unveil, how to unpack those stories, how to tell those stories, it is the issue. But I think so far for the people that you have hosted, I think we can see and we can feel the testimonies through the story that we have seen.
Yeah.
And I think lesson for me is just you can do it no matter what. You can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for sharing that. This is just to say that it's not been easy. You know, I must commend you and us for the consistency that every 10th and 25th we've been able to get content out there. But the truth of the matter is that it's not been that easy. It's not been that easy. Sometimes we've had to reschedule recordings. I think one time we rescheduled like 3 times. 3 times because it was not working. It was not working either for me or for the crew or even for our guests. So that I agree. And I'm sorry for the times I have had to push you guys.
Okay.
and say we must do it today. And it's a few days to the date. But all in all, um, even for me, the biggest lesson is that commitment and consistency. So I think this is where we pat ourselves on the back
Yeah.
to say that we've been committed and consistent in this journey, despite the challenges that we've had along the way. One of the things about this is that when we started, it was actually Women, Words, and Wisdom. But John is very passionate of that final part, global. Global.
Yes.
And why is that so, John?
I uh, I think we should not limit ourselves. Yeah, that's what I say. The fact that we have you have a goal and I have a dream why we want to see women, words, and wisdom, and also feel like the information you're giving out there, it's not only for Kenyans. Yeah, I think it should reach out there, people to hear them, the stories, and also learn what we have learned so far. Yeah, so global, we are going global.
Yeah.
As I usually say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Nesh, what do you want to say about global?
I think we are going global. As what John said, then when we were creating our YouTube channel, we found that you have same people
Yes.
have the name. Then we were trying to figure out what else can we add. And because the dream and the vision of this podcast, not only to empower people in Kenya, in Africa, just to go globally, to have the platform where we can host people. I think, not years from now, a few days from now, we'll be hosting people from globally,
Yes.
African, Asia, call them. The vision is to go global.
Yes.
Yes, and we are thinking global.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you heard it, not just from me, but even from the team. We are believing in a global platform. We are already global. When you think about it, is that we have crossed the borders of Kenya. We've had people from other parts of the world watching this, and global it is. And for me, it's also the power of your dream and your words. One of the things I like to say whenever I'm speaking is that dreams are free. So the energy that you take to dream a small dream, you can use that for a big dream. And so our big dream is global, and you can help us get global. So get somebody from another continent, another country, to be able to appreciate what we have here. But also, in addition to that, I was listening to somebody, I can't remember where, but they were saying that the content on YouTube, can you imagine what comes from Africa is less than 10% of the content. And yet we have a big population in Africa. And that to me said that we need to have more and more and more content to showcase what the people of Africa can do, to showcase what Africa can do. And so this is a call for anybody who's been wanting to start that podcast. Please don't hold back. Do it. Get started. And as we wrap this up, maybe we didn't mention at the beginning, but John and Nesh have the name of their outfit, Jonesh Digital Creatives. Can you tell us about Jonesh Digital Creatives? What do you do? Where can we find you? Yes, this
Good.
is your opportunity.
Good. I met John last year, and I was doing my thing. I was doing photography and videography, and he's good at digital marketing area. So when I met him, there was a deficit in him, impact of creating visuals. So then after certain training that we underwent with him, I will say that someone connected us and tell you guys you can partner and come up with something. So this very day we were struggling to come up with a name. Then when I was there with my book just trying to come up with the idea, then my wife came and told me, why can't you call your company Jonesh? John and Nesh. That's why we formed Jonesh Company partnership, where John we do digital marketing, search engine optimization, content creation, podcast, if you are a business person, SME, and you need people to create shorts video for you or events, we are here for you.
Wow,
Mm.
wow. Jonesh Creation. Digital.
Jonesh Digital Creatives.
Okay, Jonesh Digital Creatives.
Yes.
I have to get it right. You know, branding is very important.
Very important.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. John, how has the journey been?
The journey
For Jonesh.
hasn't been so smooth. As you know, when you're starting a business, there are ups and downs. Sorry, ups and downs. And the real problem is, competition. And we have really tried to market ourselves as Jonesh. As we are doing, this is a very good opportunity of marketing ourselves. So as Jonesh, we do digital marketing and content creation for businesses and also for individuals and podcasts and what have you. The good thing is that we've managed to we are going to our second
year.
Yeah, we are now moving to second year in December. Yeah, so it hasn't been easy, but we continue to trust God. And also you can find us on Instagram, Jonesh_creatives, TikTok, Jonesh Creatives, same as Facebook. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. And I'll make a confession on their behalf that they're also going global.
Sure.
Oh yes.
They're going global, and in this journey, someone from outside the boundaries of Kenya has reached out to them. So I'm really proudly associated. When you fly away, don't forget
Yeah,
me.
sure.
Yes. So even for Jonesh, it's going global. I'm very excited about the journey, and I think for me is believing in each other. I met them in January. I actually didn't realize that you had just started your business. I met them in January, and something deep inside of me, as I mentioned before, that I had taken that break of about 2.5 years. And so I got to a point of meeting them, and something inside of me said, this is it. This is it. Run with this. And so here we are and doing it together. It's been such a joy. What else would you like us to talk about that we haven't touched on?
I think we have touched all aspects.
Yeah.
But it has been, I think, overall, I would say that it has been a good journey.
Yeah.
Working with you, and also trusting us and believing us in your vision. Because I remember our very first meeting, you said, I felt you're the right people to run with my vision, and we are honored. I know you had the capacity to have other people on board, but you said, these young men, Jonesh Creatives, let me try them, and for sure we have seen growth. And through you, we have seen businesses. I must confess that. We have gone global. We have started. We are working with someone from outside Kenya.
Yeah.
They have so through you, we have seen those connections, and we are forever grateful for what you have done.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, when you're recording on the other side, one of the things you asked me is to do a parting shot. So today I will not do a parting shot. So the parting shot for today is John and Nesh. Me, I'm just going to be quiet. I have done my part. And the parting shot comes from you today.
That's John's start. I think he's very ready, Buana.
John has been waiting for this day.
Of course.
All right. So thank you guys for watching the episode. We are so grateful for your. So thank you guys for watching the episode. It has really been a good journey. You've worked with us. May you continue to follow us on all the social medias. We are at Women.Words.Wisdom Global on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. On YouTube, you can continue to subscribe, share, and like. Yes, Nesh.
Good. Thank you guys for keeping us going. We had is it a vision or a plan by the month of September to hit 500 subscribers? So kindly, you have supported us. But if you can share it with your friends so that we can hit our target for Women, Words, and Wisdom Global. And for Faith, thank you for trusting us. And I know we're going to do magical through you. Thank you, guys.
All right. Keep watching, keep sharing, keep growing in wisdom. Until next time.